Hello, guys and ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to do a video here, and I'm going to do two videos. One is going to be this one. I'm going to try to keep this one short, and the next one is going to be me going over the compensation program. So basically, for those, there's three types of people watching this video. There's a couple of you who've been with me for a while. We're doing the energy audits and the solar and setting up appointments. A couple of you just started with me, and we're just doing the solar to set up consultations, and one or two of you just got started with me, or haven't started yet doing anything, but you've been hired for the position. So I just want to let you know what's going on with the business. Again, I've had to change everything over. I've been working with a couple of solar companies, also working with a lighting company. I'm working with another energy audit company, so we have other things coming along. But for right now, I've had to rewrite the entire training manual because all we're going to do, I've decided to go away from having an energy ambassador and a consultant and having a promotion type of thing. The reason why is, and thank you to Eduardo, I had a couple of appointments with Eduardo. Eduardo speaks Spanish, his customers speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I had to go. Eduardo had to be there. And we sold two of his jobs, two of the three we went to, and the third one, still might go later on. And I realized as I did that is, this whole, I could really just teach you guys how to do this. It's really not that hard, switching people over to solar. The real main thing, and having sold solar since 2013, almost 4 years now, and having over 120 customers of my own, and knowing exactly what the presentation that we do, and what I noticed when I went out with Eduardo and reading these feedback forms from from Mark and Eduardo who've gotten these surveys done, is the real thing is just people, it's weird to me because I've been doing this for a good amount of time, but there are so many people who don't know anything about how solar really works. I just saw an article, I think I showed some of you guys, where they said on Long Island, Governor Cuomo said, on Long Island there are now 35,000 solar installations, and they were all excited about this since like 2005 on Long Island. And I looked up how many houses are on Long Island. There's 1.1 million houses on Long Island. So we have a huge market to tap. I was reading, from dealing with people this week and reading some of these the surveys. I know Mark turned in one, and the person was, one of the reasons their concern with solar was, what happens if it's cloudy, for a number of days, and what happens. And there was another person who told me, I don't want to pay two bills while my solar system built up energy. I guess they thought like they were going to have to pay for the solar system while it built energy up for 4 or 5 months, in the summer, and that's how it used it. Like, there's people are just uneducated about how solar actually works. And once they find out, the presentation that I've put together that I do, and what I was doing currently with our position is we were having you guys, the solar ambassadors, doing a part of the presentation, explaining a part of it, and then a solar consultant was going to come in and close the deal. The problem is, the more times you have to have set a new appointment, the more people cancel, the more people forget about it, and the longer those two appointments are apart, they forget what happened on the first appointment. They don't remember most of the things that you told them, and their enthusiasm and energy goes down. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to teach you guys how to make the sale, how to do the presentation, how to make the sale. And when I say a sale, it's not like you're collecting money. It's not, it's literally switching people over to solar. So Ms. Jones, it will cost you nothing, which most people think it's going to cost a lot of money. It will cost you nothing. You either, if you lease a system, you're literally they're going to put the solar system up for free. That's their solar system, and they're just going to charge you less money for the electricity. Your bill right now is you're paying $170 a month. You'll have to pay $130 a month with the solar, and you're going to get a $5,000 tax credit. If you're going to purchase the system, it's nothing out of your pocket. You're going to have a loan payment. So you might have $170 a month that you're paying now to the utility. Your loan payment, if you take your tax credits and put it into the loan or whatnot, and I'll explain all this in more detail in training, your loan payment will be $155. So when the solar goes on, you won't have the $170 payment anymore, and you'll just have the $155 payment, so you're paying less, and it doesn't cost you anything, and after 10 years, you'll have a solar system, whereas you're paying $170, and after 10 years, you will have nothing. So the questions that customers have asked me over the last 4 years are all in your presentation. If someone asks like, well, what happens if there's no sun for 3 or 4 days? That's in your presentation already. If people used to always ask me, what happens if people move? What if I try to sell my house? That's the biggest one. So that's in your presentation. So you just educate people on how this all works. And the biggest question you have to handle after that is, well, why isn't everybody doing this? That's the number one question I get. If this is so good, why isn't everybody doing it? And I go, well, Ms. Jones, a lot more people are doing it, but the main reason not everyone's doing it is because of the fact that not everybody knows about this. And so refer me to your friends so I can explain it to them, and that's why people are going solar, why you see more solar systems popping up all over the place. And so I said, keep doing Oz, and I'll try to stop that. So as far as what I'm going to be doing now is the last week, 2 weeks, I've been literally rewriting the entire training manual. It's challenging because I have to, the object of rewriting my interview, rewriting the training manual, we're rewriting all the documents, redoing the presentation reports, redoing the rep agreements. So it's a lot of work to get done that I've been working on. And also you have to make, when you're writing a training for someone, it has to be, you want to give people enough information, but not too much information where they're overloaded, but enough information so that they can, make it simple. And really the whole thing is, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. All right, so the training manual is now completed. There'll probably be some typos. I love in training when it's like, oh, this, like, people are like, oh, this is, I found 3 typos. I'm like, I just had to write that entire training manual, 5 times over. So occasionally there's a typo. So there'll be some bumps in the road. There'll be some bumps in the road as far as just operationally, once you get the sale and what, how to, doing the credit check and just doing the computer stuff, it's going to be a little bit of operational bumps, but we're going to figure it out. And I'm going to do a video now. The next video is going to be on your pay, and you'll see why the bumps will be worth it. So I'm excited to go over the pay scale with you. We are going to be running training. This is probably going to be in the text message I send you, but I'm going to run a new training. I'm going to basically say we're starting from scratch. I'm going to run a training on Friday and Saturday, just like last time. One or two new people who are going to start at 2 o'clock. The experienced guys, you don't need to be here for opening comments, so you're going to come at 3 o'clock. It's going to go 2 to 7 or 3 to 7, depending on who you are. And because again, the presentation's it's a couple pages that are the same, but there are differences throughout. So I want everyone to just go through the whole thing and learn how to do it so you can do it properly and be good at it. And then same thing as on Saturday. So it's Friday, Saturday. It'll be 9:30 to 2:30. Most of Saturday will be on. You're going to need your laptop or a tablet. You're going to need some kind of computer. I will go over this, but I'm going to send you. It's all on PowerPoint now. There's no flip books or anything. You're not really carrying much. And you're going to need a laptop or a tablet to sign people up, to do their credit check, and to send them the email to sign up for the measuring. So please make sure you bring that, and we'll go through everything, and you'll be done and ready to go. So also, for those of you who are experienced, you won't have to go through, probably, by the way, the ones who are experienced here, you won't even be here from 3 to 7. I'll probably send you out. You don't have to learn how to do the phone, everything else stays the same. How do you schedule appointments? Your phone approach stays the same. So all this stuff stays the same too. So you'll probably be here from like 3 to 6. You can leave just after we learn the new presentation. And then the next day, I have to teach. You won't have to be there for recommendations. Obviously, you know how to do that. But I do want to go over the pay. We have to do a new agreement, and we're going to have to teach you the mechanisms on what you need to do. The only change to the scheduling is when you have an appointment. When you set up an appointment, you're going to have to send me, as soon as you set up the appointment. So you set up 5 appointments, you got to send me 5 addresses so we can get designs done. So you'll have designs ready for you by the time you get to the presentation. So, all right, I'm closing in 10 minutes. I need to go do the pay section. All right, a lot more to come. See you Friday. Call me if you have questions.